So do you think the ban on BBC video is justified?
No, the ban is definitely not justified because the kinds of comments that were in the documentary by the lawyers and the defendants of the rapists, it needs to come out. People need to know the mentality of the people.
Honestly, don't think it's justified. I think it's really cruel and rude, and it sets a really bad impression on the government.
No, not at all. It is a free country. I think this is a subject that everybody has to be aware of, and there's no point in banning an event like this. In any case, it is going to be viewed, if not on regular media, at least on the internet, you are going to see it. There's really no purpose in banning it at all.
Well, I feel like there's both sides to the story, and either way, I don't feel like there's one side that's more stronger than the other. They both have valid reasons as to why they did what they did, and already the world knows what's happened. So I suppose they want to make sure that even like the whole world knows it in like a visual way, not just facts and all. But then at the same time, it's not really a very good thing to have, because the reputation of India isn't very, I mean, it's not getting any better.
Yeah, I've seen the video, and whatever in it is completely real. It's reality, and there is no imagination, there is no fiction in it. So I don't think the banning the video is justified.
I think someone else should not tell us what to watch and what not to watch. It's completely up to us.
For me, it's like people trying to make the TRP thing, or the YouTube taking money out of it, whatever it is. I totally don't support this video. I would just say that if I wouldn't care about law and order, I would just say the Nagaland thing, justice done.
So why should it be banned? I mean, it should be brought into light so that people give their viewpoint.
Government has done the very bad thing by banning this video, because it was the only measure where millions of people can know what's happening in the country.
In our country, we have the freedom of speech, apparently, and they're just contradicting it every time.
When a woman is raped, every sort of woman can be raped. When they say that a woman, when she wears a jeans or a top, I mean, that's really not justified. Even a lady in burqa can be raped. So I think that's very small thinking, and you need to think on a larger perspective. And the ban, I don't think it should be banned at all.
Intention somewhere got lost in that video. It was called as India's daughter, but the focus was only on the rape. India's daughter is not only about the rape and only about the misery and only about her pitiful situation. There are millions of other girls who are doing extremely well.
Girls are very precious, and they're telling that girls are not important in the society. Like, how are you born? You're born through girls, right? You're not come from an egg.
The most disturbing part of the documentary, and I quote, was when the lawyer said that Indian culture is the best culture and there is no place for women in it. That one statement is the most shocking and the most appalling statement that was made in the whole document. I mean, come on, we are Indians, we are religious people. So you want Lakshmi to give you money, and you want Saraswati to give you knowledge, and you want Durga to protect you from harm. But you cannot respect women. I mean, what the hell? Like, hypocrisy at heights.
At the advocate, I don't know how did he pass even LLB.
I was shocked that someone who's in jail and who's been actually in the case of it still has enough guts to give a comment like this, a proper interview like this, and whereas people outside are not even allowed to see the documentary.
Whenever a girl and a guy roams, they think it's only a girlfriend or boyfriend. Why can't they think they be a brother and sister, and they may be cousins, they may be friends also? So obviously they have to change. The thinking has to change. Even their daughters, their sons, even they are in the society, right? So it has to change.
First thing, I wouldn't want to leave the juvenile. He has to be punished. He has to be put to death too, along with the others. Honestly, I would cut the dicks off of all the men who have raped that girl.
Capital punishment, I guess, is the right way to go.
It's waste of them putting in jail for 2 years and bloody giving them food and all. I don't think so. They should be hanged. Actually, they shouldn't be hanged because it's just for 2 seconds and 2 minutes. They should know the pain. They should know everything what the girl has gone through.
I don't think rapists should even have the opportunity to defend themselves. I mean, is there really an excuse for rape? No, there isn't. So it should just be death penalty right away.
I'll take the influence from UAE. If a girl is raped there, they probably cut their balls off in public. So I think the punishments needs to be much more serious than people actually think 1,000 times before making such a crime. So, and I would say that education is obviously a problem here, and to be very serious, they should, if this is our country, then they should legalize prostitution.
I would have killed the rapist then and there. I would have cut his private parts, and I would have poured acid onto his parts, and I would have shot him dead then and there. That's it.